there.
Well, the familiar colours of Sinead Halpin and Manoir de Carneville leave the start box equal 11th on 51.7. And what an all-star cast in equal 11th. We've got Buck Davidson, Ballynoe, Castlar M and Andrew Nicholson and Avebury also on the same score. Combination with a runners-up, Sinead and Manoir de Carneville. Tate, as he's known, runners-up at Burghley in 2012 and recent winners of the Fork 3-star.
And again, but then come tomorrow, they've got to jump very clean and very careful.
Manoir de Carneville, Sinead Halpin, number 10 on the order of go, coming around past the Land Rover tailgating area before, towards this whiskey barrel table and corner.
That looks like a fantastic area. Whoa! Again, a little bit to the right of her line. You know, I think she would have liked to be a little bit more to the left, but based on how the striding was, that was where she had to be. Did put her a little bit off the corner, however.
Well, who else did we see do that? William Fox-Pitt. And Sinead was trained with William when she was over in Europe a couple of years ago as well, so maybe there's method to it.
That's right. Beautiful effort there on that lovely carved double brush with the lovely carvings of the horse heads. I love that camera view, you know, where you get that perspective of the horses galloping along that lane.
Yeah, we are able to get a real feel for just some of the size and scope of these jumps on the 4-star track here at Rolex.
And there she's communicating with her horse, trying to get the stride back and organized. Great shot in there.
She went out pretty wide on her preparatory for that.
3, 4, 5 strides up there. You can see Tate just organizing for that little shuffle stride at the very top of the hill. Very clever footwork there, very organized, getting himself up over that oxer.
Sinead could be as much as 15 seconds up on the clock at the moment.
I tell you, it looks like she means business. I mean, she left the start box looking like she had a plan, and it was not to be slow. We'll see how he handles this falling away ground here, see if it catches her out with letting the stride get too big and open.
She's a bit closer to the middle of the sheep shelter than some we have seen. Then goes right out to the ropes.
Oh, she almost took him back a little. Oh, big jump over there.
So Sinead went to the right-hand rails at the head of the lake.
She was just a little off the duck in the water, but she pulled it together to get through there. That's riding very well. You know, so far it's been riding very well. I'm sure the riders back in the barn that are coming on later on the day are feeling very confident now about the rides they've seen through there.
We have front-loaded some quality, though, because people with 2 rides will go at both the beginning and end of the field, so you do get some of the very best horse and rider combinations out early on. And it hasn't been without its problems as she jumps the step table. So Sinead Halpin, Manoir de Carneville, still galloping so freely up the hill. She's miles up on her time as well. The 8-minute marker was at the road coming back from the Rolex head of the lake way before the step table fence.
Very nicely done through there. That was one of the best rides we've seen through there. You know, she was great on that 4-stride line and then set the 2 up very nicely for her. She is in a fantastic rhythm. Like you said, running in rhythm and easily inside the time, jumping everything right out of stride. A fantastic ride for Sinead.
Yeah, and you know, through that Normandy Bank complex of 4 jumps just looked absolutely effortless, and that takes a lot of preparation and polish behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, look how early she is. And what a great feeling. You know, she's jumped a lot of the really hard obstacles. Not that there aren't still a couple of things that she's got to keep her focus on top, but she's got a lot of the course behind her. She's good on her time.
Hey, she's so up on her time she could get off and re-walk one of the jumps if she needed to.
Maybe not quite, but close to it. But you definitely can ease up a little bit and know that you can, you don't have to take any chances. You know, if you need that extra stride to get the balance right and get your horse set up right, you've got it.
But a great confidence booster with that win at the Fork. I mean, there's good terrain at the Fork. Tremaine Cooper sets up a great course. Now, she goes the left-hand side there.
She did. We saw Marilyn do that as well, and she will not be penalized for knocking the flag down as long as the horse's shoulders get through that corner, which she easily was. She just was a little bit but underneath of it, a little bit close to the corner, and so he just shifted a little bit left to get himself up out of the way.
And Manoir de Carneville, Sinead Halpin coming to the red roof cabin.
Nice. And you can see even that's a galloping fence with a nice sloping shape to it. She's taking her time. She knows she's got the time. There's no sense taking a risk. And she wants to have them organized for this combination. This is the last difficult combination she's going to see on the course. So I think she was smart there to take her time.
And she has also, Julie, pulled up a little bit, because from being very nearly 30 seconds up, we're now back to about 15 seconds up.
And you can see all the horses are just a little she's so quick. But there's no advantage. She's not going to gain any points by being faster. And when you go quick across the course, you know, you take a little more gas out of the tank, and you still have to show jump tomorrow.
I tell you another consideration, because she is equal with two other riders, when it goes forward to tomorrow, the ones, if they all stay on the same score, the one closest to the optimum time will actually be the leader if they all show jumping clear.
Absolutely.
So she's actually maybe putting herself at a little bit of a disadvantage.
You're absolutely right. And you know, that happens so rarely that there's a tie after dressage that I think riders don't even really think about that, because it's